They literally snatched my whole life away from me in like an hour, that fast. YouTube, what's poppin'? It's your boy, LA Mars, back with another video. Thank y'all for tuning in. In this video, we gonna talk about how my music got stolen in Atlanta. Make sure y'all stay tuned in all the way to the end, cause this story gets crazy. In Atlanta, if you don't know, you need to know to never leave valuables inside your car. So let me start from the beginning. So I had to go watch my cousin one time. Because I knew I had to watch my cousin, I'm like, you know, I can get some work done. I could write raps. So I had a lot of my personal information with me because I was just handling business. And so I had my hard drive, my laptop, a lot of personal documents and stuff like that. So long story short, I had one of my female friends reach out like, yo, what you doing? So I let her know like, hey, look, I'm downtown. I'm watching my cousin and all that. What's up? So she like, yo, let's go have some drinks. Meet me at Edgewood. So I'm like, yeah, we can meet on Edgewood. So I'm thinking shorty talking about Edgewood downtown. I didn't know that she was talking about Edgewood, East Atlanta. She was like, yeah, meet me on Edgewood like around 7. So I said, all right, bet. Now mind you, at this time, I had a Charger. If you don't know, in Atlanta, if you drive a Charger, Camaro, or Challenger, it's almost guaranteed something gonna happen to your wheel. Like, this is just facts. If you know, you know. So shorty like, yeah, let's meet up on Edgewood around 7. So I pull up on Edgewood. So I'm calling her like, yo, what's up? I'm on Edgewood, where we gonna link? So she naming a few bars. I'm like, what you mean? I'm by Harold's. She like, oh, you at the Edgewood downtown. She like, no, I was saying Edgewood, East Atlanta. So she was like, matter of fact, I'ma just come to you. So I said, all right, bet. So I'm driving up and down Edgewood. You know what I mean? At this time, like I said, it was around 7 p.m. So it was still light outside, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? Let me find some parking. But I know parking on them side streets is mad sketchy. So I didn't really want to park on the side streets. So I'm like, you know what? I always go to Harold's. Let me park across from Harold's. So if you don't know, across from Harold's Chicken and Waffles, they have a parking lot, and then they have another parking lot on the other side of that. In the first parking lot, all the spaces was filled up. It's just like a random parking lot. So there was 2 guys over there with vests on. So they like, yeah, it's gonna be $20 to park. So I'm trying to talk the old head down. I'm like, listen, OG, I know you out here trying to make a little hustle. I'm like, listen, bro, I got like 15. He like, parking is 20. The whole parking lot was filled. You feel me? It was like 1 space left. So he like, listen, parking is 20. Everybody else in this whole parking lot paid. So I'm like, by this time, shorty had already found parking at this time. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna just get this old head a dub. Now mind you, I had to fresh shape up. You know what I'm saying? I'm fly. I'm like, listen, OG, make sure everything's straight. Now at this time, I ain't even have no tinted windows. I was riding fishbowl, you feel me? Now mind you, like I said, I was watching my cousin earlier, so I had my book bag with all my valuable items in the trunk. I'm thinking because I paid the OG the dub, I'm good. He looking over the parking area, I'm Gucci, like, you know what I'm saying? My homie Screws and his girl ended up coming on Edgewood, and we linked with them. So I literally was on Edgewood Avenue for like an hour. I knew I had to drive all the way to Gwinnett, so I'm like, all right, bet. So we had a couple shots or whatever, we kicking it. I'm like, all right, y'all, I gotta get to the crib, blah, blah, blah. Now this is where everything went left. So I ended up walking to my car, and I looked, and I seen the lights was on. I'm like, what the f? I looked around, I'm like, I ain't see no broken windows. So I'm thinking, why the hell is my lights on? Like, I ain't hear the alarm go off or nothing. Like, I was confused. But then I looked down and it was paper scattered everywhere. I'm like, what the f? I'm like, yo. And then I thought about my trunk. So I went to the trunk, my book bag was gone. I really felt like my life was over. All the music that I recorded over the years, like I said, personal pictures, videos, my birth certificate, social security card. I know you're gonna comment below, like, why would you have all that? Listen, like I said, I was trying to handle some paperwork and handle business when I was watching my cousin. That's the only reason why I had personal items in my bag, you know what I'm saying? So now mind you, I never bring my laptop out. When I say I felt like my life was over, I couldn't believe that. So then I'm looking for the OG. So I grabbed that nigga like, yo, man, what the f? I thought you was supposed to be watching cars and all that. He said, man, these young boys just came and I couldn't stop them. And man, I'm like, wow, yo, this is crazy. So I'm sick. So I called old girl. She ended up, you know what I mean, coming through, and she felt so bad. It was just a messed up situation. So I called the cops, they came. The crazy thing is they must have used like a flathead and they ended up breaking a lock. And that's pretty much how they got into the car. So there wasn't really no fingerprints, When the cops came, it was just like my fingerprints from opening the trunk. I was sick, bro. And I was just thinking about all my memories and all my personal items. I had my daughter's iPad in there, my laptop, my headphones, my hard drive, documents. It was just bad. They ended up getting away with like $3,500 worth of stuff. Like, real rap, man. I had hella programs on my laptop. I had mad sounds. I really wanted to quit music at that point. Like, I'm like, dog, this is crazy, man. I can't believe it. Like, they literally snatched my whole life away from me in like an hour, that fast. But I really can't blame anybody. It was my fault for even having my personal items in the will, knowing that I know better. But, you know, I've been on Edgewood plenty of times and nothing ever happened. I just couldn't understand. I'm thinking like, out of all the times that I parked on Edgewood, they never busted my window. But the one time that I got my book bag in the trunk, that's when some like this happened. I was just like, wow. I had so many records recorded that I could never get back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I called the police. They came out and they were just like, yeah, this is something that happens all the time. There's nothing they could do. And of course, when the cops came, you know, them OGs was out of there. If you're from out of town, man, never give no fake parking lot attendant no bread, man. Facts. But you live and you learn. This is another situation that, you know, happened to me, but it is what it is. So if I could go back, I probably would have told Shorty like, yo, stay at East Atlanta, Edgewood, and I'm gonna meet you there. Not to say that that couldn't happen over there, but that was like the biggest L I ever took in life. Facts. All my little videos and pictures from college, gone. So that was a lesson learned. The next day, I ended up going to Lithonia to a window place. The next day was a Sunday, I believe. This place in Lithonia was the only place open. So when I got there, they like, damn, this like the 4th Charger this morning. And they were saying that Offset from the Migos had a Challenger. His windows got busted and he just left like an hour before I got there. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So if you got like a Challenger, Charger, or Camaro, it's almost guaranteed that your windows is gonna get busted in Atlanta. Facts, like, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. So definitely be careful, y'all. But just a learning experience, so never leave valuables in the car, especially if you got out-of-town plates. If your plate's from out of town, you definitely don't need to be parking downtown. Like, catch your Uber, you know what I'm saying? Have somebody drop you off or something, catch a Lyft. Really, you're not even safe anywhere for real, because I remember one time, because my family from Jersey, we went to the U-Bar on the south side, and we parked by that bank near the Starbucks. If you know, you know. All the cars parked near that Starbucks, every last window was busted over there. My cousin got the ratchet stolen. That's just how it go down in Atlanta. So you definitely gotta be careful where you park at. It could happen to anybody, man. So never leave valuable items in a car. But that's my time, y'all. That's pretty much how I got my music stolen. And it's all good because, you know, I'm back and I'm better than ever. I ended up getting another laptop. I got the talent, so it wasn't nothing for me to bounce back, but I definitely don't want that to ever happen again. Don't get easily distracted. Because clearly I was easily distracted, because if I was doing what I was supposed to be doing and then just going back to the crib, I would have still had my music and my laptop. But it's a lesson learned, but it's all good, man. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all would have did if you lost all your music. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all had any experiences in Atlanta having your car windows busted. If you like more content like this, man, click the link below. It's your boy, LA Mars, and I'm out, man. Let's get it.